Alright, may as well start now. Audio is a bit loud in my ears, but keep it that way, just in case Kojiro decides to show up and spook me. Although the audio itself is already loud enough that it's spooking me a little bit when it suddenly changes. Alright, I believe I'm just going to be moving straight into a boss fight. Interesting way to start out the stream, I suppose. Okay, no, it is a dungeon in itself. That's good, I suppose. Who's leaving money? Well, I say who's leaving a money lying around in a manor, but we did just invade someone's personal abode, so pretty good chance that they've just left some money lying around. One of the things that I expect to have encountered by now is puzzle solving within the dungeons themselves. These dungeons have generally just been straight pathways. Alright. I'm gonna bet on weakness to fire. I'm just gonna test that straight off the bat. Oh, okay. Never mind.
It's my turn now.
Not the smartest cookie. How about wind? You like that? Now that's the biggest surprise I've seen so far. Oh, I don't have... what was it? Any more AoE spear users. Alright, well. That was the one target. The singular target that you didn't need to hit.
Let's do this.
Well then. You actually have a use now. It's a miracle. And you don't have a use, really. I suppose we can test for more weaknesses.
Letting the hunt begin.
Letting it. Oh. Blue is thunder? Electrocute. Well, that's... depending on how much damage that does, that could just be a worse version of Hanet's own Thunderbird. I'll take one anyways. Okay. Fine, be like that, I suppose.
Oh, ice, pierce them through.
I have a feeling I'm not actually going to get a chance to capture any of these.
Letting the hunt begin.
Also, I suppose it sort of makes sense that the lightning is blue. Just a little bit. Alright. These things tend to be weak to axes, so...
What's yours?
just making sure. Oh, right, these things have Thunder Soul Stones in them. Or, they'll typically have Soul Stones relevant to their element. It's good to steal from them. What a difficult single combat encounter. Alright, Tressa is still only level 14, and also badly damaged. I think I actually just want to farm, because I'm pretty sure if I run down that hallway I'll be fighting a boss. Which I don't really want to do with a level 14 Tressa. Perhaps I should take the anti-encounter ability off. Let's do that. Okay.
Open for business.
Fortunately, it's just a lot of these enemies that have
Logical course of action.
useful weaknesses. Tressa. Tressa, you need to get your speed up. This is a bit dangerous, isn't it?
Letting my arrow fly and true.
I'm just gonna guess.
My turn.
I was going to guess something, that's for sure. Not entirely sure what it was, though. I think it had something to do with weaknesses.
What next?
Alright. It's just...
A torrent of arrows.
so loud. Right.
The hunt endeth.
Well, I'm just going down a bit more again. I don't actually remember what JP is a resource that's used for. I only ever see it during domination. Is that the skill resource? It is. And I don't have enough for any of it, so... doesn't really matter.
Open for business.
The same set of enemies. Actually... oh. Tressa. I need to give her a speed earring or something. Because I cannot deal with her constantly being last. Alright. Just break the guard of all of the lightning lanterns, and then Tressa can do her thing.
It's my turn
Ooh.
now.
There's actually a good chance I could get through this fight unscathed.
The winds of fortune are howling.
Can't really do any elemental damage here, but just hit him with a high damage spell.
First to scorch the land.
Okay.
Thus ends your lesson.
I imagine. That's pretty good. What counts as a domination, then? Is it killing them before the first round has expired? That seems possible. Also, Hunnit's lantern confuses me. It lights everything except what is directly in front of her. It just shoots off to the sides.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
Alright, everything's very weirdly spread out.
What next?
An interesting dilemma.
What to do?
If only you were a bit faster, Tressa. Just 1%.
Are howling.
Coming. If
That laugh always makes me think of Wario. Wahahaha.
Now, what next?
I don't think you really need to do too much, Cirrus. Just hit him with your stick.
What to do? The winds of fortune are howling.
Oh, why do these ones have so much more health?
letting my arrow fly and true.
I mean, maybe not, but, it seems like it. I don't actually remember if I succeeded in capturing one of these. I don't think I did. A lot of build-up for those lightning strikes.
What next?
Can I just capture another one? Oh, probably not. I'll try, though. No harm in it.
Thou didst fight with courage.
I'm just really hoping that the boss is going to be weak to lightning. Alright. I think I go until I get one more level on Tressa. And then, because grinding is pretty boring to watch, I'll move into the boss. Not that there's anyone here watching, I don't think. So, oh, Curry's here. Never mind. Hello, welcome. Also, these are new enemies.
Thou darest.
What are your names? War Dog and Mercenary. Okay. Very creative. Hope you're doing well, Abysmal Curry. I'm afraid you have missed the recipe redeem. It was on yesterday. Taken by Kojiro.
Over here. An interesting dilemma.
Poor Tressa.
All light, smite them down.
Spoke too soon on what? Oh, I did, yes, on the fact that I didn't think anyone was here. The viewer count was 1, and I know there's a bot watching. I saw it when I was setting up my stream.
The winds of fortune are howling.
Letting the hunt beginning.
2% chance. Don't like those odds.
A torrent of arrows.
Yeah, I thought some of them must be weak to arrows.
My turn.
You'll get it. One of these days.
Here I go.
All light, smite them
Oh,
down.
I didn't think they were that close to death.
Thus ends your lesson.
Wanted to capture one of those dogs. Alright, how close is Tressa to leveling? Can I not see that? So, next level is 97. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Ah, they share the same JP pool. Okay, I thought they might be different. Well, I'm definitely not going to learn one more on him because I'm so close to getting his next level. Oh, those were very loud barks. But,
It's my turn now.
Was not expecting a fire weakness out of these hellhound-looking creatures, that's for sure.
The winds of fortune are howling.
It's just 1,000 points. Yes. And you are a bit newer to my channel, so I suppose you don't actually have too many points saved up yourself. So you're unfortunately at a bit of a disadvantage. Well, as long as you have 1,000 points at the end of this stream, and you get here early enough, and you should be fine. Alright, Cirrus is going to need some plums.
Here.
Because he's going to be using some very heavy fireballs. Sounded afraid when he said that.
Let my arrow
Oh.
fly and true.
Right, but what if I tried really hard to catch one of these dogs? Oh, it's just a basic sword attack. Speed up points?
My turn.
I'm trying to remember how you can gain points. I mean, you can do, what is it, bets? Oh! I actually forgot that that speeds up point gain. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. I'm glad to welcome you to being subscribed to me, because I don't actually have a name for that. Just take a dog anyways. Gotta get rid of... No one? Yeah.
The hunt endeth.
Oh, but now you have access to my one emote. Yeah. Just as I said it. Hopefully you can make good use out of the face I drew in 10 minutes. I've definitely been considering, upgrading that face. Because I just made it be the... What was it? The instant I got approved, I was like, well, I need an emote to fill the slot. I'll get something better later, but I just never did. It doesn't convey any emotion, really. It's sort of just blasé. You know, I thought there was going to be a boss behind that door. This looks like the perfect area. Oh, no. Why have an alcove under the stairs if you're not going to hide a secret there? It just seems like a wasted opportunity. Well, I suppose it's time to just waste all of my mana. Again.
My turn.
Maybe I could,
Don't blame me.
I don't know. I don't have too much free time right now. But I was going to say maybe I could draw a new emote for tomorrow's stream, given that it's my half-year anniversary. Well, the thing is, you get new emote slots depending on the amount of subscribers you have. And I'm fairly sure I still only have a single emote slot right now. So, not too much good it would do me, really.
Oh, flames, rage strong.
And for Twitch emotes, you want to... This is sort of the meta knowledge of Twitch emotes, but you want something that is useful situationally. So, for instance, you want the happy emote or the angry emote, that sort of thing. So that people have occasions to use it. And just having pictures of food that I've made isn't really useful, I suppose.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
I think that's probably the best way to explain it.
Thou didst fight with courage.
Yes, but, I don't know. There's probably something I can do.
I'll make this quick.
There is technically one other emote slot that I could utilize. But that's the bit emote slot, and I don't really want to
All ice. Pierce
put anything there,
Come in if
because the minimum you can get the bit emote for, yeah. Well, it took a bit of getting used to for me as well. I barely even watched many Twitch streams. Yeah, same for me.
a torrent of arrows.
But I barely watched Twitch streams before I became a Twitch streamer.
Out of my way.
Like, what moves does the Sentinel have? On it, investigate.
Here I go.
Well, it's just... Okay, as I
Letting the hunt begin.
sort of guessed that. What do you do? Oh. Absolutely nothing. That's what you do. Almost worse than useless. Alright, let's just kill you.
Out of my way.
Oop.
What's yours is mine. Don't start things you can't finish.
I do actually tend to watch a lot of content on YouTube. Oh, Hasty Helm. Perfect. I was actually just talking about how Tressa is too slow. Hasty Helm will really help her out. What specifically do I tend to watch on YouTube, though? I do use it for streaming music quite a lot.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
I don't actually use Spotify at all. My music is almost entirely out of my YouTube playlist.
My turn. Try this.
What to do?
Hmm.
The winds of fortune are howling.
Now,
I do actually tend to watch a lot of cooking videos on YouTube. That's something, I suppose. Alright.
oh flames, rage.
Especially,
Letting my arrow fly.
Babish. Binging with Babish.
It's my turn now. The winds of fortune are howling.
What is the logical course of action?
What next? Letting my arrow fly and
Nah, I just use the, I just have the one song that I use for background music, which I just got off of a website when I googled royalty-free music. And it's worked well for me so far. Alright, time to start. Oh, no one's actually injured. We just need to give Tressa a plum. And I can put evasive maneuvers back on him because I didn't want to encounter an enemy walking up to this room. Okay, just not gonna finish that sentence? How fare my coffers? Overflowing as always, sir. And I expect even greater profits with those stones. As if I wasn't wealthy enough already to think these dirty rocks could prove more valuable than gold. Those rocks belong to us. He sounds like Fry. Oh, perhaps Omar rattled your brains a bit too hard. Let me remind you that this land, all of it, belongs to me. So even if little ants like you manage to dig up something beneath the surface, it's mine. You don't want to make an enemy out of me. I can crush bugs like you at the bottom of my shoe. Between the mines and the stones, my profits will continue to grow. It's only a matter of time before I'm the wealthiest man in the realm. Don't bust a lung, buddy.
Hold it right there.
Also, his voice is very rough.
Inquire about a job, have you? Very well.
Ooh, I think I actually recognize his voice actor. Although I said that before and I was wrong.
Those rocks that work for you.
You're as much of a fool as the boy is, then.
No, I think I actually do recognize it. Never mind. I don't remember what from.
Self-styled merchants would be so averse to making money.
No, he has a bit more jowl in his voice than I was giving him.
You should know that I pay my loyal men quite well. Everyone has a price. I understood that more than ever after I chased out that stubborn old landlord and took control here.
You what?
There's nothing that money can't buy. So, what's your price, boy? On second thought, never mind. You're Maroof's whelp, aren't you? For all I know, you could be a fraud just like your old man.
A fraud?
Bum bum bum. Drama.
Didn't he tell you? His father's an infamous swindler in the South.
And he said, what was I going to say? He practically said that, but not in so many words.
He made a fortune scamming gullible sops with fanciful half-truths. Until, that is, he got swindled himself by a trusted friend of all people. Saddled with debt, poor Maroof ended up bankrupt. A sad tale, no?
Ali?
What's that tone of voice?
For emotions in business. The poor, stupid fool.
Sounded like he was choking on that voice a little more as well.
What's that?
Insult my father's name one more time and I'll... My father was a good, honest man. He sold his customers what they wanted, and his words made them happy.
Your father was nothing but a lousy, lying dog. Those with money make the rules, boy. Second-rate peddlers like you and your old man should shut up and die like the paupers you are.
You son of a...
If you won't work for me, I'll just find another way to make money off of you.
This is a very echoey room.
You won't sell for much, but it's better than nothing.
Mr. Morlock.
Oh, take a drink as well. Thank you very much. I forgot to actually refill my water bottle. I only have a single drink on me. I'll have to do that at the next hydrate redeem. Oh. Thanks for reminding me of my basic bodily needs.
Never in my life have I heard someone spout such cruel words. Your coffers may be overflowing, but you're still morally bankrupt.
Good Good wordplay, Tressa.
Oh, go on.
You make a mockery out of others like you're getting paid for it. You cheat your workers out of their hard-earned money and monopolize their profits.
As if you're getting paid for it. Wait, you are.
If anyone's a swindler here, it's you.
Also technically true.
It seems you've forgotten your own manners. Omar, let's help the girl remember her place. It's time you learned that money is might!
Now, let's get down to business.
Alright, but yes, as for the person I thought was voicing... What's his name? The old man. The rich old man. It sounds a lot like whoever did the voice for Iskandar from Fate Zero.
My turn now.
Right, please be weak to wind. This is Tressa's route after all. Okay. Well, the ads are at least.
Come in, if thou darest.
Just got an odd notification on my phone. Couldn't quite see what it was, because phone's sideways. Alright, actually. Oh, that's actually a bit of a surprise.
Come in, if thou darest.
Alright. I'm just going to constantly use Thunder Sentinels. I need to get them out of my party as fast as possible. I also think that I should probably try and focus on... What's his name? Omar?
The winds of fortune are howling.
Because eventually he'll just bring in more of them. Alright. Just high-level analysis all in one go. This backline be weak to swords, of course. Right, Hunnet, you're unfortunately not very useful right now. Alright. Just constantly burn tempests out of Tressa.
Letting the hunt begin it.
Only got a better dagger. Alright. Oh, really? He has nothing to steal. That's a bit of a surprise, all things considered.
Let's do this.
No, I don't think I actually want to do that. Just normal dagger attack will be fine.
An interesting dilemma.
Your primary use is going to be stripping armor, I'm afraid, Therian. Oh. Really, a holy light with no boosts. Dealt 500 damage. It's pretty impressive. Oh. Alright.
Sorry.
That's a bit unfair. Gonna say that now.
Using this.
Also,
Out of my
I
way.
barely have any olives. That's not good.
Let's do this.
I'm feeling very vulnerable right now.
How about this?
My turn.
Not actually incredibly confident that I'm going to be able to win this one. Cirrus is incredibly sneaky, but he can only do so much. Alright. This is the time but I just absolutely hope that this hatchling hits Honnet. Oh, he was the only one at full health. Alright.
Here.
What is the logical course of action?
I'm definitely going to run out of olives.
Here.
Why do these backlines have such powerful attacks? This is ridiculous. Alright, maybe I was wrong to not focus on the backline. Because their AoE attacks deal an unbelievable amount of damage. Yeah, I'm just going to die here, aren't I?
Are you? You're too kind.
Alright. Yeah, I think it's actually just best to die here and restart from the previous checkpoint because, my goodness, the amount of olives that I went through immediately.
Omar!
Now, let's get down to business. It's my turn now.
Alright. Huh.
What is the logical course of action?
I already know all of your weaknesses, fool. You thought you could hide from me?
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Alright, I don't know that last weakness. Please be arrows.
A torrent of arrows.
It was not.
What to do? Ahoy!
Ahoy! Hello! Ah, Briand Jojo. You were the one that followed off of Mitsu's stream earlier, weren't you? Welcome. Hope you enjoy your time here. So I saw your name in the activity feed when I launched stream. So I'm in a particularly tricky encounter right now, so there's a good chance that I might have to do some not terribly interesting farming soon. Because these enemies are hitting for quite a lot of damage. Thank you very much. I try my best. Actually, that's not very applicable. I don't try to... I don't do anything with my voice, if that's what you're wondering. This is actually just how I sound. Interesting thing to note, though. Before I started VTubing, I never actually received any compliments on my voice. It was never something that I really noted as being, yeah, particularly special or anything like that. Right. This man is too well armored.
What to do?
Therian, what sword are you using? 25 damage is unacceptable.
The winds of fortune are howling. What next?
Thank you very much.
An interesting dilemma.
Alright. I just want those backlines enemies dead. Oh, they're so resilient. Vacuum slice is ridiculous. That's single target damage levels.
Let me help.
Oh, you know what? I need to be using those soul stones that I've been finding.
My turn.
That'll definitely help out a lot. Okay. I want his armor gone. He is too dangerous to be allowed to attack.
Come in, if thou
Darest. Oh, that's such a good skill. Nope. Sword, please. Do I have any good swords? Therian and Hannet are doing only double-digit damage with their swords.
Here I go.
Alright. This is only a guess. But I'm really hoping that you're weak to spears. Oh, that is very unfortunate. Alright. I'm just going to have to do this anyways. See, medium wind soulstone will probably be decent damage. Okay, one of them's dead.
Let's do
Tightened defenses. But, at the very least, I have much less to worry about. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Time for a break.
My turn.
Yes, you're definitely the best one to do that.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Did I improve for magic attack? I certainly hope so.
Lightning, done my bidding.
Oh, it wasn't bad, but definitely could have been better. Okay, but in this situation, I think I'd probably just throw another Thunder Soul Stone.
A gift for you.
I think that did less damage than his basic attack. Never mind, not doing that again. You have to be close to death. Come on. Alright, but for you,
Try this.
start taking out the armor.
Whole light.
There we go.
Down.
What next? Holding back nothing.
Here I go.
This is a very tricky situation. Yes, I think he could probably use it the best. Okay, just basic attacks are fine for now. They can save charges for when they need to do real damage. Right. I've forgotten what his weaknesses are.
Let's do this.
One of them's holy, I remember that much. And one was another element, I think? It has to be another element. Fire? I think it might have been fire. Alright. Tressa, I'll just have you handing out BP to all of the other party members.
What next?
Seems like what she'll be most useful for. Alright. Fortunately, I don't have any useful beasts right now. Very unfortunate. Alright.
Coming.
Party-wide crit boost for 8 turns. She can't do too much else with those points, so
It's my turn now.
don't think it's gonna run amiss at all.
For you.
Out of my way.
Okay, I'm just going to test fire.
I'm ready. Are you?
Test fire with a maximum charge. Alright, unsuccessful test. Just stick to daggers, Therian. Cirrus.
True lesson begins.
Single target holy light, please.
Darkness.
Actually, you know what?
Here.
I've just had the thought that I'm fairly certain.
Fly and true.
What was I going to say?
Uh,
Oh, you need some rest. Rest extra hard. I
break.
was expecting a bit more health out of that, I'm gonna be honest. Alright. Unfortunately, he's very slow moving.
Your
The only real danger I'm in is if he decides to summon more ads.
It's my turn now.
In which case, I'm in a very bad situation. Is he weak to bows? No. Oh. It's true, at the very least. I'm doing fairly well. Nothing much to complain about today. I have a very busy day ahead of me, though.
What to do?
Okay, who actually needs this BP the most? On it? Probably.
For you.
Out of my way.
What next?
That's because tomorrow I have to, what is it, set up for my anniversary stream, as well as I have some unfinished work that needs to be done.
My focus, sacred lights to chase the darkness.
It's a very busy day ahead of me.
Sacred lights to chase the darkness.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
I'm also wondering whether or not I should, talk about or show my
Do.
set list that I'm thinking of running with beforehand. Whether or not people are interested in seeing that.
Here. Out of my way.
Theron, you're almost too good at dodging things, I'm gonna be honest.
It's my turn now.
Maybe I could just do a, what is it, hints? Rather than sharing the, full list.
Letting my arrow fly and true. Coming, if thou darest.
Okay, I don't actually want to break his armor. Oh, thank goodness.
Coming, if thou darest.
So, you're just full of attacks right now, aren't you, Honnet? Alright, but now is a good time to break armor.
Here I go.
My turn.
An interesting dilemma.
I feel like I should probably give Cirrus some more BP as well.
Your pain shall be eased.
Right.
An interesting dilemma.
Yes, next time Tressa has the option, I'm giving Cirrus all of the BP. I'm fairly certain stands for battle points, but hopefully I'm not wrong. Alright, you know what?
I
Let's
see.
hit him with a long-term armor corrosive. So I can actually get decent damage in. Alright, Honnet. You have a decent dagger, right? Alright. Not abysmal.
Let's do this. I won't hold back.
I'm gonna give you so much friendship, Cirrus, I'm not holding back. Nope, here we go. He's starting to launch dangerous attacks. There's almost no way he gets it off, though. With how many attacks I have before he can move.
Let's do this.
I don't even have to do too much, honestly.
For you.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Now,
USA550 円実在します。
Eh? Really?
Where this burger? Really? Wow! Wow, crazy USA hamburger, yes!
The hunt.
Wow.
Make hamburger country, USA.
Wow.
Oh my god. I'm a burger?
I'm a burger fox. Burger. Burger fox?
Coming.
Yes, she's, probably the member of Hololive that I respect the most. Not necessarily my favorite, but I respect her a lot. There's a lot of skill when it comes to, what she does.
For you.
What is the logical course of action? My focus is unparalleled.
Orbital Strike is
Sacred lights to chase
probably on the menu.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
Yeah, just a normal attack will be fine. Thank you very much on it.
Here.
Ow.
What next?
Alright.
Holding back.
Out of my way.
His armor just absolutely does not stand a chance.
Here I go.
Just moves so slowly.
For you.
Now, I didn't actually think that, Cirrus's BP or not Cirrus, Tressa's BP donation would be too useful a skill.
My focus is
It's turning out to be incredibly useful.
your pain shall be eased.
What next?
Alright. We're not walking away from this one.
Let's do this. For you. It's my turn now.
Oh, good thing I just noticed Cirrus is entirely out of mana. I have a medium plum.
Out of my way. An interesting dilemma. My focus is unparalleled.
What next?
Wish I could see how much HP he had without having to waste resources on it. Right.
Here.
Was actually fairly worried he was going to call in reinforcements there.
I'm ready.
Here I go. For you.
Your pain shall be eased.
Actually,
Letting the hunt beginning.
what was it?
Holding back.
I swear I had something to say.
Letting the hunt beginning.
I think I was going to say something about Tressa's hat. I don't know.
Sacred
I generally just think it looks pretty nice, but I think I had something specific to say about it.
For you.
What next?
Oh, there they are.
Do this.
That's unfortunate. Alright. Means he must be on low health, though. Right?
my turn.
I would oh so very much love it if you are on low health right now.
Beginning.
Alright. This feels bad. I'm gonna spend a turn analyzing him. What's your health total? He only has 8,000 health. Okay.
My turn now.
It's definitely killable.
The winds of fortune are howling.
Oh no, that was the wrong weapon.
What is the logical course of action?
Ooh. That mistake could actually be very dangerous for me.
Now the true lesson begins.
Letting the hunt begin.
Okay.
Holding back nothing.
They're in so close. Does he have any skills? Nothing will hit 3 times, that's for sure. Just HP thief. No, there's no point, really. Yep, like I said.
Over here.
Let's do
Oh.
this.
Okay, he just launched a single target attack and missed. I think I probably have him dead now.
For you.
What next?
I feel like there's almost nothing he could do
Interesting dilemma.
to stop me right now.
Here I go.
Especially... Do I have a nice soul stone? I sure do.
Try this on for size.
That was some decent damage. What's he at now? Probably around 4,000, if I had to guess.
Letting the hunt begin.
Alright, just for some bonus damage. Bring out the Birdian.
What is the logical
More damage than she can do with her normal attacks.
sacred light to chase the darkness?
Come on, how much health do you have right now? Can't be much.
My turn.
Let's do this. For you.
Alright, Honnet, I really need you to get a double attack in.
Letting my arrow fly. Coming.
Oh, it's actually not necessary. But it would be nice, I guess.
Letting
No?
the hunt
Okay.
begin.
Oh. Alright, Honnet's just too strong.
What next?
She gets so many moves. Oh, this is a bit of a gamble. No, I'm gonna restore wounds. Because if he summons backup in addition to not dying,
Two.
then I am entirely out of luck.
For you.
Alright, just a sideswipe, just a sideswipe. He's almost dead.
It's my turn now. For you.
Alright.
Letting the hunt. Holding back nothing.
Okay. I have to win after this. There's no way I don't.
My focus is unparalleled.
Okay, what's going to do more damage? The higher mana AoE that hits everything twice, Or the single target but lower mana ability. At full charge, the holy hits for around 2,000. Okay, well, he died anyways, but it was more damage that way, which is good. Oh, I think he studied plenty hard, don't you worry. Oh, and I got an axe out of it. That's very nice. Omar, and after all I spent on you. Right, Dakota. Give up, Mr. Morlock, you've lost. Now apologize to Allie for what you said about his father.
Hey!
Well, Mr. Murloc? I'm so terribly, profusely sorry. I take it all back, every word.
So...
Good, I take it you'll be leaving this town never to return? Leave town, but
Not so fast.
Being a good merchant's all about timing. You need to know when to cut your losses. Or haven't you heard of sunk costs?
What to do?
I foresee great misfortune in your future if you stay. Come on, more. Better opportunities await us. Who gets the mansion then? Is this mine now? If so, I need to go find rich people to beat up.
Tressa.
Yes, that's her name. Good job.
As much as I hate to say this, I owe you one. And a merchant always pays his debts. You have my word.
I'll hold you to it.
What Morlock said about my old man? It's true. Some did call him a swindler.
I mean, you basically called him as much as yourself. You said he sold people sand in the desert. You said that as a metaphor, of course, but, that's just saying that he's good at selling useless things. You called him a swindler yourself.
But it was a lie, spread by competitors who were jealous of his talent. And while it's true my father was deceived by his friend and forced to take on his debt, it doesn't diminish the things he taught me. Our words have the power to make our customers happy. So I'll follow in my father's footsteps, work hard, and go back home with enough money to pay our debts in full.
Ali.
What was the emotion supposed to be there? Ollie!
Say, have you ever heard of the Merchant's Fair? It's the greatest auction in the realm held each year in Grandport.
A merchant's daughter doesn't know about a merchant's fair.
World over come to feast their eyes on treasures beyond your imagination.
I find that a bit difficult to believe, honestly.
There's nothing you can't buy at the Merchant's Fair.
That sounds incredible.
I'm going to go there and make my dreams come true. If you can make it at the fair, you can make it anywhere.
I'll see you in York New City.
You really do have a way with words, Ali. Guess I'll be seeing you in Grandport.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Well, we still need to have our rematch. And what better place to settle the score than the Merchant's Fair?
I'll bring my best treasure. If you think you stand a chance, I suggest you do the same.
I need to get, like, a fan back here.
Treasure there is. You'll see.
Good. Once you have it, come find me at the fair. I'll be the one drawing the largest crowd.
They won't stick around for long after I get there.
You're sounding less green already, Green Pea. See you at the fair.
But you want your peas to be green. That's the point of them. If she's less green of a green pea, that means she's probably rotting.
For however brief a time is unforgettable.
Just like streaming.
After we met, all I wanted to do was forget Ali. But he sure knows how to make a lasting impression.
Unlike streaming.
Now,
I hope.
I think I've found a good arrival in him. Funny how things turn out, no? And now I know my final destination. Grand Port and the Merchant's Fair. For now, I'll follow in the footsteps of the nameless traveler and make for Victor's Hollow. There I'll find myself a treasure beyond my wildest dreams.
Alright. But now Cirrus has a story here. So, I suppose I just walk out of town and then back in? Also,
Hello there.
hello there. This is Quest, the mining town. I love a lively village, don't you? What's the deal with you? I feel like the first person at the entrance of every town is difficult to scrutinize. You will be scrutinized. Alright. It's my last chance. Okay, well. I don't actually remember where the tavern is in this town. That was unfortunate. No, that's the bridge. If only I were a little bit better at scrutinizing. It really is a strange town. Oh. Not right now, Cirrus. Tale for another day, I'm afraid. I've got to repair our reputation, you see. Oh, also, now's the perfect chance to give her Omar's axe. Much stronger now. Ugh. This music makes me want to whistle, but I feel like that would be a bit too loud on the microphone. A bit too shrill. Alright. Just let me look at you.
Hello there.
That's 4 failures in a row with a 50% chance. There we go. Carpenter's assistant who loves his hometown and would do anything to help it thrive. Although he himself has no plans to mine gold ore, he hopes others will continue to have success for the foreseeable future. I can barter smarter. Right, but do you have anything to steal? No, nothing that I want. The heavy axe would have been useful a little while ago, but, not any longer.
Greeting to ye.
Oh, my family's been weaving carpets and cloth here for generations. There was a time when every house for leagues around was carpeted with Gendi's finest fabrics. But these days, well, no one in town sees much cause to visit our humble shop. Time marches on and doesn't care who stomps past. I actually don't know what your problem is right now. That you don't get enough business? How am I supposed to help you? Oh. Can I buy that? Oh, it's still pretty expensive. What is it for? It's a key item. I mean, I'll buy it for now. Was that all you needed? No? You didn't mean to buy things from you? Am I meant to advertise him? Now let's rest. Oh, and Sirius falling over dead on me in the next 10 seconds. Alright, well. Side quest, schmide quest. Time for Sirius's story. Okay. I think if I talk to the barkeeper, he'll let me switch to Sirius's story. Hear a tale, Sirius. Alright. Let's see about this then. The story so far. Sirius left the academy behind in search of the lost tome from the far reaches of hell. That's the name of the book, From the Far Reaches of Hell. Its disappearance was a riddle wrapped in a mystery. A mystery wrapped in an enigma. A riddle that piqued his scholarly curiosity. Even suffering the indignity of losing his post was a small price to pay for the opportunity of solving this fascinating puzzle. And so did Sirius come to Quarrycrest to call upon an old colleague who just might have the answers he seeks. So this is Quarrycrest. It is hard to believe that it's been 10 whole years since Odette left the academy. And her house was... Oh, that's right, she left directions in her letter. I should take another look. With all the makings of a great scholar, Sirius. But allow me to offer you a word of warning. For all your intellect, you have always been clumsy in matters of the heart. I know your research is more important to you than anything. But you would do well to give some thought to how you treat the fairer sex. You are more handsome than you give yourself credit for. If you are not careful, you might find your words and actions misconstrued by those around you. If only he had read that earlier. I should have known better than to read that again. The first time I read it, I nearly fell over laughing. Now it seems almost prophetic. To think I'd be banished from the academy because of a trumped-up scandal like that. I can just see Odette laughing at me in the moment I mention it.
Now then.
But there's no point in worrying. I have to face her sooner or later, after all. I try to keep myself presentable, this is true. But is my face truly so easy on the eyes? Oh, woe is me, doomed to never realize the full depth of my good looks and charisma. Also, think in your head. Poor man. It's the house on the hill, of course.
Anyhow.
Here we are. Oh, okay, he said it himself.
Yes, I'll be right there.
It's been some time, Odette.
Sirius is my favorite of the Octopaths.
You're still here. I guess I'm not suffering from fatigue-induced hallucinations after all.
It's me, Odette, in the flesh. Good to see you as hale and hearty as ever.
And you're as insufferable as ever, no doubt. What are you waiting for? come in already.
Already.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, serious.
How did I know that would be your reaction?
We were practically joined at the hip back in the day. Just watching you go about was fun in and of itself. I always had a hunch you'd end up in trouble with the ladies, but to think it would happen with the princess of all people. Somehow, you've managed to exceed even
What a dramatic comedy.
expectations.
By expelling me, they hope to protect Her Highness's good name. Needless to say, there's no truth in any of this.
Oh, of course. I'm sure it's all as you say. Her Highness and this Therese are just your pupils. They have no romantic interest in you in the slightest. You're something else, Cyrus.
Oh, have I been pronouncing his name wrong?
Observation are as keen as ever.
I thought it was Cirrus.
Huh?
Well, did you come all this way just to entertain me? If so, congratulations on a job well done.
Save your congratulations for another time. I've come in search of a certain tome. Are you perchance familiar with From the Far Reaches of Hell?
A cheery title if I've ever heard one. I can tell you that it's a compendium of ancient rites and rituals. Not that I've read it myself, of course.
I know that much. I was hoping you could tell me more.
Not much more. It touches upon necromancy, I believe.
Necromancy?
Necromancy. That said, as to what extent, I know little.
Is that so?
Oh, just not gonna finish that thought. Is that so? I was sure if anyone could enlighten me, it would be you.
Give me a break.
Is that supposed to be flattery? Alright, just give me some time. As soon as I tackle the little pickle I'm dealing with at the moment, I'll do some investigating.
Oh,
Oh, a pickle, you say? Consider my interest piqued. I love pickles. I always took you for the type who chewed up and spit out your problems before pickles they could become. Again, I find your flattery lacking. Anyhow, since you're here, perhaps I could put you to use. As it happens, a number of people have gone missing as of late. Under suspicious circumstances, I presume?
Naturally.
Just so. Many quite literally seem to have been spirited away. I love that movie. One soul went to the neighborhood provisioner to buy some foodstuffs and never returned. Another turned a street corner only to vanish entirely, leaving his friend who was strolling with him in disbelief. All told, 10 men and women have gone missing in such a fashion in the past half year.
most intriguing.
How curious indeed. Don't look so disappointed, you nutjob. So how about it? Do you have any ideas? It would be imprudent just to jump to conclusions without an Great, thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'll look into that tome while you're away.
As you wish.
A fair trade, I'd say. Though I dare say having the opportunity to solve this peculiar puzzle is a reward in itself.
I see.
It figures. Well, happy investigating. Yes. Time to treat this situation where people are potentially dying and disappearing as a fun little puzzle to solve. First, I should ask Odette where precisely the kidnapping have occurred. Could that have not taken place in the cutscene? Leaving so soon, did you discover something interesting? Testimony. Come to think of it, the 3 people who went missing were all last seen near the inn. Could well be a coincidence. Most intriguing. Ugh. Every day that passes, I wish I had made Cirrus my main character instead of Hanet.
Ah, yes.
I grew up here, so I'm basically an expert on this town. You wouldn't mind if I scrutinized you then, would you? A system of underground canals runs through this town. I don't think anyone has ventured down there in quite some time, though. Most intriguing. There's sewers behind the tavern. I saw it, I did. What a frightening sight. Well, I seen it happen both in the dead of night and in broad daylight. Someone walking by the inn, they turned that corner up ahead, and when I followed, they were gone, vanished into thin air. Most intriguing. It's probably that boarded-up tunnel entrance has something to do with it.
Now then.
And with that, I do believe I have all the knowledge I need to crack this case. Where did the disappearances occur? It's technically near the provisioner as well, but they want near the inn. Every victim was in the general vicinity of the inn when it happened. Even though I was specifically told one disappeared while going to the provisioner. We can say with absolute certainty they did not vanish into thin air or some such nonsense. Magic exists in this world. What are you talking about? When did the disappearances occur? I think it was at all hours, but I'm going to say only at night because... No? At all hours? No, that can't be. Let me reconsider this. At all hours. As such, it stands to reason they were kidnapped. Gonna finish that thought, Cirrus? Just leave me hanging? No. And that kidnapper made use of a hidden passage or path or passage to evade the public eye. The sewers. That's right, kids. The sewers. The entrance to the sewers would seem to make for an ideal escape route. Yes, doubtless the culprit stole away underground to spirit his victims away. Was he doing that all in his head? Pacing the town? I do believe I should look down there for myself. Wonderful deduction, Sherlock. Oh, travel banter. Professor? Hello, Hello, Professor? Ah, hello, Tressa. Why are you shouting? I was trying to offer you some sweets, but you weren't answering me. Oh, I do apologize. Once I get to thinking about a thing, I often become lost to the world. There was a time when I was so engrossed in a book, I failed to notice that my neighbor's house was on fire. Oh wow, being able to concentrate like that must be super handy as a scholar. It's probably best to be a little more attentive, especially on the road like we are. You never know what's waiting around the next corner. Quite true, Tressa, quite true. I shall endeavor to be more vigilant. She praises my focus, but it's nothing compared to hers when she's in the midst of business negotiation. Oh, the boards just sort of disappeared, didn't they? Well, into the sewers then. Here we are. From the looks of it, these aqueducts predate the founding of the village itself. There's a good chance many of the villagers are unaware of their existence. This calls for a thorough investigation. But I must be wary. For all I know, the culprit could be lurking in the shadows as I speak. I'll proceed with caution. Also, these are some... After all, it simply wouldn't do if I became the villain's latest victim. These are some ridiculously built-up sewers for such a dinky little town. Oh, more travel banter. Don't mind if I do. Definitely one of my favorite aspects of this game.
Interesting.
Looks as if someone's been coming in and out of these sewers. As we suspected. Muddy footprints on the floor, handprints on the wall. Recent, too. This mud is still wet. I see, that is very useful information. I must say you have a keen eye to spot such subtle signs. It's just experience. Albeit, experience I never thought would be useful to you. Huh. Your experience is the result of careful study and gives you valuable skills, you see. Oh, but we don't have time for a dissection now. However interesting, perhaps I'll share my insight later. Don't worry about it. Your lectures give me a headache. Oh. Too honest? A little, yes. Right, now that I'm thinking on it, I might have wanted to trade out Tressa. Don't know who for. Oh, an inspiring plum basket. I rarely feel as if I have a full group missing MP at the same time. Ooh, spooky, scary skeletons. But, yeah, I was going to say, I bet they're weak to holy magic. Surprise, they are. And I also bet you they are definitely not weak to daggers.
What next?
3 whole damage. Good job, Therian. Are you using a stick for a sword? I swear you have something that's at least a little bit decent, right? Alright, well. Might as well use the Thunder Sentinels while I've got them. Also, Cirrus was so shocked about hearing about necromancy, and here we have skeletons just wandering around the sewers. Also, they have almost no physical weaknesses except for blunt damage. So that's something to take note of.
The winds of fortune are howling.
Oh. I was actually not expecting that. Nice try, Thunder Sentinel. Just missed.
My turn.
Also, I think Therian's gonna have to go. This is the least useful I've seen him in a while. He is still pure thief after all.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Oh, if they're just marionettes, then I suppose it's not really true necromancy. Bit of a loophole.
An interesting dilemma.
Whole light. Smite them down.
Ooh, I feel like I might actually have some feints here.
I still have so much to learn.
These are basic enemies, right? Because, my goodness. Good golly. Alright, are you about to die, Tressa? You sure are. Alright, time to retreat. Yeah, I think Therian is actually not going to be any help down here. And away we go. Oh, you know what? Already got this travel banter. Don't need to read it again. Alright. Oh, off to change party members. Because, for some reason, they put the tavern all the way up here. Completely separate from almost everything else. Okay, who would be useful in this situation? I think I actually bring Ophelia. Might be good to have a second healer. Alright, but do I replace Tressa with Ulbrich? That's the question. I don't think I do. I think having an AoE wind spell is actually still incredibly useful. Also, I think I can learn some new skills. Not with her, obviously. Well, unless I go into the thief skill set. Oh, Tressa can get a new one. Let's go with sidestep. I don't know how good hired help will be. Also, that gives me a new support skill on her as well. Hang tough. Not near death, all attacks that would reduce the user's HP below 0 will instead leave them with 1 HP. Alright, I'm assuming that near death state is when they're on their knees. Which I'm fairly certain is percent based, so that's a bit unfortunate. So, time for Lightning Blast. Okay, for 3 turns, spells cast by a single chosen ally that usually target all foes will instead be focused on a single foe at increased intensity. That is pretty good. In fact, it's very good for Cirrus. Especially against bosses. Alright. Alright, but I'm definitely not going to save for it. That's much further down the line. Instead, I'll just get useful skills. Alright. That's good. Alright, and I'm not really trying to evade encounters right now. Also, Ophelia, you must have points to spend. Yes, of course. Elemental defense. I jumped. No audio, though. It did scare me, just didn't show. What? It's a weapon named Hill Cleaver. And of course, it doesn't have very good accuracy. It's meant to cleave hills. Also, hello, Kojiro. I realize I just talked about how effective the scare was and I never actually greeted you. I hope you are doing well. I think I already have good armor in my inventory. Yeah, it's cheap. I'll just get 2 of them and give them to the Tressa and Ophelia duo. Alright. You are still a day early for the karaoke. So hopefully you have one more free day in a row. I'm still not sure when I'm going to be doing it, though. Probably a bit later than I'm doing this stream. We'll have to see, though. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you very much for that. Right. Plum basket. Plum out of baskets.
Now, let us hunt him.
Alright. So I've been in these sewers before for a little bit. Very dangerous.
An interesting dilemma.
A great inferno.
To the point where I'm going to have to attempt to kill everything with incredible prejudice. Because my lord, these beasts scare me. Oh, 666 damage. Oh, I'm afraid you're not actually very useful right now. Let's see, put a reflective veil on Cirrus. He tends to get targeted a lot. Is that... okay, it does reflect, good. I was going to say, if that's called reflective barrier and it doesn't reflect at all, it'll be very cross.
A great inferno to scorch the land.
Let's do this.
But also maybe not on Cirrus, since he has, you know, a permanent health regeneration now.
The winds of
He could stand to take a little bit of damage.
I'll do my best.
Wait a second, you have a summon? Tavern patron? I forgot all about you. Oh, I also forgot that you apparently aren't very useful.
Thou darest.
Ooh. This looks like it's going to be a bit of a dangerous situation. Alright, Condor. I need you to attack one very specific one. Oh. Actually hit the right target. Good job, Condor.
Let an arrow fly and true.
Well, we all do what we can. Oh, those bones are pretty difficult to catch, huh?
Holding back nothing.
I'll do it.
Well then,
I wish you had a single target heal. Not just AoE. It'll have to do, though.
here I go. Let your wounds be healed. Oh no.
Not quite the right time, I'm afraid. Alright then. You just rest.
Phew. Time for a break.
What is the logical course of action?
Firestorm, of course. Also, I'm back on Cirrus's quest line again. My favorite. Cirrus, you're so cool. Spells are so strong. Also, this is probably gonna do a lot of damage, yeah.
You should have studied harder.
Take that, you undead fiends. Read a book or two. Right, I got rid of Therian because daggers weren't useful here. That's unfortunate.
There is no choice.
Skeletons are notoriously difficult to deal damage to with bladed weapons. Alright, well. No point dodging around it. Trade Tempest is incredibly useful right now. That's a lot of damage.
Letting my arrow fly and true.
What's these one's other weakness? Dark? It's either dark or light, but I'm fairly certain it's dark. So, definitely not something that I can do anything about. I have so many thunder items.
I'll do my best.
Just get out of my party already. Tavern Patron's probably not the way to go. There's not much else I can really do. Just heal wounds, I suppose.
Now, what next?
Brand new Lightning Blast skill. I actually get to see what this looks like now. Oh, is it just the same, but, you know, slightly more? The same, but more.
What is the logical course of action?
He's really eating through his mana, huh?
It's my turn now.
You know, I actually wish that was a passive mana regeneration rather than health. I wonder if there's a way to, what is it, tie those two together? Like if there's a secret equipment that uses, whenever you regain health, it regains stamina, or SP, special points, whatever they're called. Alright. Having the Tavern Patron around will be useful in the future, actually.
Coming, if thou darest.
Sorry.
This is a lot of damage. Oh, just when I needed you most, Tavern Patron, you run away. Alright. This is looking pretty bad, actually. Alright. Oh, and I still haven't been able to stock up on olives.
How about this?
Not the best.
Oh no.
What next?
Ooh, I wish I had the ability to deal multiple thunder strikes at once, but I'm afraid I don't.
Coming.
So let's just do... Capture? No, that's pointless. Real strong Thunder Wisp, let's go. Kill something, thank you.
I'll not be defeated.
Oh. That's good. Okay, time to... protect Tressa, I suppose. Oh, what a wonderful guess.
Oh no.
Alright, Tressa, eat a grape, please.
This should do the trick.
You're going to die. And I'd much rather you didn't.
My focus is unparalleled.
What were these weak to? Fire? Ice? Holy, that's what it was.
The flame burns bright.
Right, they are undead after all.
Not bad. A passing grade.
Okay, time to feed everyone right now. And also some plums. Sirius, you like plums, right? Well, I do actually quite like plums myself. It's just very few chances to eat them. Oh. I guess that's a sort of secret little shortcut. Oh, they're all weak to holy. Okay, that makes these fights a lot easier. Especially since I have Ophelia and Cirrus in my party at the same time.
Well then,
Because they both have AoE holy magic.
shine forth.
Cirrus is a bit stronger than Ophelia, though. I should actually get Ophelia a good staff, now that I'm thinking on it.
What is the logical course of action?
Do I Lightning Blast? No. Just Luminescence will be fine. Because he does, after all, have another attack right after.
I'll not be defeated.
Yeah, she needs better magic attack.
Letting the hunt beginning.
Alright, I'm just going to, I know nobody here is actually weak to arrows, but, oh, unfortunate. I thought maybe that would kill some of them at the very least.
Beginning.
Oh, I don't know, just summon a beast.
What's the logical course of action?
Also, something I think that I may have misunderstood is I don't think their vulnerabilities actually deal bonus damage. I think they might just
A miracle like no other.
destroy their armor.
Here I go.
Because so far as I can tell,
Coming.
it seems to do relatively the same amount of damage no matter what they're weak to. I should probably test that.
I'll not be defeated.
Bit difficult to do right now, though, I'm afraid.
Coming, if thou darest.
Oh, thank goodness. Alright. I actually want this targeted this time, so... Please kill.
My turn now. Prepare yourself.
Yeah, Ophelia, you're under-equipped right now.
Now the true lesson begins.
Yeah.
You should have studied harder.
Admittedly, Cirrus is... what, nearly 10 levels? 8 total levels ahead? But he did 10 times the damage. I'm fairly certain that's all down to her equipment.
Can't we settle this now?
Oh, so many of them. And these ones are weak to darkness.
It's my turn now.
Alright.
The winds of fortune are howling.
What next?
Alright. You need to be so violent.
Using this.
That's a lot of damage. Alright, alright.
The flame burns bright.
Alright, Ophelia, I'm going to bring out your little helper. And he'd better use his AoE air attack. Alright, at least they're weak to blunt damage. But so help me, we better use his air attack.
The winds of fortune are howling.
Alright, and... Tempest? No. Oh, right, Ophelia. Of course. Alright, I'm expecting good things from you. There we go. Oh, pure armor breaking. So good to see. What will do more damage? I'm just going to do luminescence anyways. It is 1 more mana. Yeah, okay. So I think I'm actually right on that, because with that spell, I dealt more damage to the wisps who aren't weak to light, despite the fact that, something. I dealt more damage to wisps who are not weak to light, even though I was using a light-based attack. There we go. I got the words out properly. So it seems like once armor is broken, elemental resistance means nothing.
Letting the hunt begin.
Here I go.
It's a good enough target for the heal, I suppose. Good. Those things are absolutely infuriating.
Here I go. Yeah.
What's this now?
What's this? This is being weak.
Not bad. A passing grade.
Oh. So many levels. Don't have to waste any resources on healing. I just wish the grape bunches were a bit more common. It also looks like I'm about to go into the next stage of this area. And none of my party members are particularly strong right now. Befuddling dust.
Standest thou against
Oh, chitter chatter.
be hunted?
Fortunately, all weak to light. Oh, my shoulders.
Logical course of action.
Starting to get a bit stiff. It's been a while since my body started to give out before my throat did.
Well then.
Letting the hunt begin.
You know what? I just realized why my right shoulder hurts more frequently than I do. Because my keyboard's off to the left. I'm not using my mouse at all right now, so I can actually just center my keyboard in front of my body directly, so I actually don't have to move my arm over so far. Although now I can't actually see my keys, because my microphone's in the way of it all. Oh well, such is the price I pay. For comfort, I suppose.
Come in, if thou darest.
Probably. I live a very tense lifestyle, I suppose.
What next?
Now, what next?
Should probably run out and upgrade my weapons, but I really don't want to. Especially since it would probably involve traveling from town to town trying to find a shop that sells the right items. Cirrus, use a strong spell. I want these enemies dead quickly.
I'll do my best.
Alright, let's just defend, I guess. Oh, that was a bad choice.
Well then.
Didn't mean to give it another turn to act. Spears, famously very ineffective against skeletons. I just want it dead. How much health does it have?
I'll do my best.
Alright. Single target, please.
Sacred light. I hope I've grown.
For a second there, I thought she said, I hope I've grown more evil, rather than able. It's quite a thing for a cleric to wish. Oh, that's a summoning circle and a half. Probably some human sacrifices going on in there. Alright, well. Oh, yep. There's a tied up person on a torture rack.
Most intriguing.
That would not be my first response, Cirrus. I do say, to think there were such elaborate structures under the surface.
What have we here?
Dead. Oh, he is actually dead. Okay.
What in the...
But what in the heavens is this? It's as if the blood would drain from his body. And what's this atop these strange patterns? Clearly some baleful sorcery has been practiced here.
It couldn't be.
These gemstones, why, if my hypothesis is correct,
It couldn't be.
they must be composed of crystallized human blood. And yet, it is as if myriad hues of red are mixed together. Could it be that each gem contains the blood of multiple victims?
Preposterous!
Good gods, what horrors have been wrought here! How many innocents have been victimized by this blood-sucking sorcerer? At least now we know the motive behind these kidnappings. The villain we are dealing with is no common criminal. No, I'm loath to even call him a human being. Sucking the life from men and women of this town only to cast them away. This is a veritable demon who walks among us. One thing is clear, this monster must be stopped before it can commit any more vile deeds. As an academic, I must confess the history of the dark arts intrigues me. But to put them into practice, this is truly beyond the pale. What's this? The young lady in the cell, she still lives. I must free her lest she suffer the same fate as the others. Oh, good thing the key was just hanging there.
Who might you be?
Oh, an evil sorcerer.
Just a scholar of no particular repute. I was passing through and could not help but notice these odd gemstones. Are they perhaps your work?
I definitely haven't seen any dead bodies around here. Totally not suspicious whatsoever.
These strange glyphs, are they not runes of High Hornburgian?
Are they now?
The tomes of ancient Hornburg were lost long ago. No ordinary scholar would be privy to this knowledge. But how could any self-respecting academic perform such horrors?
Ho ho! Seems you're more of a scholar than you give yourself credit for.
Alright, just spontaneously got his name, unless I hadn't noticed we'd seen it before.
Yes? If you know what's best for you, you'll free them at once.
Well, since you asked so nicely, no, I think not.
Oh, hit him with the old double whammy.
A shame. If only you hadn't come poking around in my secrets. I wouldn't have minded picking your brain.
But now I'm just going to have to pickle it.
Now I'll have to settle for sucking your blood!
I got the settle for at the very least. Now I'll just have to settle for. But, I feel like he could have said something to do with the brain there for a follow-up, because he was saying picking your brain.
I cannot fail.
Oh, what a surprise is weak to holy magic. How about arrows? You like them?
My turn now.
How about wind? Alright, doesn't seem like it's a big problem for you. Spears?
What is the logical course of action?
Oh no. Well, I'll throw light at you anyways.
Sacred light to chase the darkness.
Gotta get that armor off somehow.
Coming.
Okay. Not very good. Not very good at all. Alright, well, let's just get thundering.
Here I go! The winds of fortune are howling.
Tressa, you're a bit too cheery and chipper in this situation.
What is the logical course of action? So much to learn.
I could have guessed as much. I wanted their elemental weaknesses, really. One of them has to be luminescence. Or light, rather. But what's that one in the middle? Ice? Fire?
Flying true.
Thunder? Wind? It's not wind. I've already checked that. I suppose there's also a chance that I can check whether or not it's thunder as well. Now, stop attacking that one.
Coming, if thou darest.
Now, you will hit the right one this time, right, Thunder Sentinel? Alright, it's not thunder.
Coming, if thou darest.
Well, you just have all the turns, don't you? Alright. Cross my fingers, please hit Cirrus.
What to do?
Good enough. At least it wasn't on Tressa. Alright, once again, Tressa. I think you're just going to be the BP donator.
For you.
Get serious with it. Oh,
So much to learn.
okay.
Oh no. Let me help.
It's best to bring Ophelia back to life because Ophelia has mass revive. Not that that seems to be particularly relevant right now.
Using this. Sorcery.
Ooh, these skeletons sure are annoying. And difficult to fight. There you go. I feel like Hannet has to be one of the worst party members for this fight. miss Cirrus.
Holding back nothing. Better than a snare.
Oh, you know what? I've just thought. I don't think it's possible for debuffs to miss in this game. Also, I'd very much like to start this fight over. I don't think there's any way that I'm going to be able to win if I have to keep resurrecting my party members.
Let me help.
Come on, big heal.
A miracle like no other.
The fact that the big heal is just called to heal more is humorous. Alright, what to do in this situation, though? There's not much to be done. I suppose I could launch an arrow storm, but yeah, there's no way anything is weak to arrows. It's skeletons.
Oh no!
Skeletons are never weak to piercing attacks.
Let me help.
What is the logical
Okay.
course of action?
Alright. I need to stun those skeletons. It is paramount.
This will help it.
This should do the trick.
Alright. Everyone's relatively healthy now. Oh, not again. This is getting ridiculous.
Using this.
The fact that Ophelia is the only one capable of resurrecting party members is, pretty bad. Right.
Catch me if you can.
Alright, that's good. I 100% needed Cirrus to survive that.
Using this.
What is the logical course of action? The flame burns bright.
Okay.
Well then.
So you put a reflective veil on yourself, actually.
I will reflect your barbs.
Alright, and Honnet. And give a grape to Tressa.
It's my turn now.
This is an annoyingly tricky fight.
For you. My turn now. May the sacred flame shine forth.
Alright.
Coming.
Summon a very strong beast. Let's see. Lind. Why not?
The flame
Come on.
bright.
Oh, these skeletons. Are
Nice
you...
try. I'm sorry. Let's do this.
Is that a joke? Ah. Cirrus was at literal full health.
Using this.
Alright, well, I'm out of olives.
My friends,
I cannot keep doing this. Oh, that's good at the very least.
It's my turn now.
Alright, Tressa, you're... I'm gonna have to take you out of the party after this.
Well then,
Not doing a single thing. Oh, dear me. Alright. Once again, place a reflective veil on yourself. I need you alive. Next attack. Yeah, Haunted is also very useless right now. And I can't switch her out, is the main thing.
Using this.
Well, that's what I was anticipating.
I will not be defeated.
Alright. Bring them both back.
In Elfric's name, be saved.
Oh, with 1 HP? That's basically pointless.
I won't hold back.
Do I steal money from you guys? Actually. How much health do those two have? Because it seems like a lot.
I won't hold.
Rest as hard as you possibly can.
Very gracious of you.
Oh! Thank you very much for the subscription. Means a lot to me.
May the sacred flame shine forth. What to do?
Unfortunately, I don't think the motivation granted by that is going to allow me to win here.
Let me help.
I think my teammates are just too weak and ill-equipped for this.
Now, what next?
Alright, well. If I'm going to die, I may as well analyze. Dancing Bones, what are your weaknesses? Also, 7,000 total health.
What is the logical course of action?
a great inferno to scorch the land.
I still have so much.
Alright, well, at least I got the information. They're weak to axes, blunt, fire, and holy. As I probably could have guessed. Alright. As long as I manage this well enough, I should do fine.
I cannot fail.
Okay. Ah, so the only elemental weakness that man has is holy. Then, but also now that I know that the skeletons are weak to fire, Firestorm is going to be much better. Alright. Let's just test everything. Figure out your weaknesses. Sword, axe, blunt, maybe? Let's check. No?
Here I go.
It wasn't arrow, I checked that. Spear? No. I think I might have checked that as well.
Now,
Alright, but for now, I can very safely just firestorm these enemies down.
It's my turn now. Catch me if you can. Oh, nice try.
Letting the hunt begin.
Okay. Nope. Summon beasts. May as well work my way through these again.
I'll not be defeated.
Skills.
May the sacred flame
Alright, please don't kill Cirrus. He is my only hope. Okay.
A great inferno to scorch the land.
what to do. Let me help.
Goodness sake, Cirrus.
If thou darest. Come in.
Oh, the skeletons need to go.
I am finished.
Why is that so strong? Come on, skeletons, die.
I still have so much to learn.
Alright, these enemies might just be too strong for me right now. This is very unfortunate. I'd hate to leave it on such a sour note.
Using this.
Oh no!
Alright.
For you!
Because I'm definitely not going to farm on screen for that.
Oh no! For you!
I still have so much to learn.
That single target attack. Ridiculous. Alright.
Sorry!
Sorcery. I'm sorry.
That fight did not last nearly as long. Okay, so I'm actually going to take this time to head back to the tavern, think about what the enemy's weaknesses are, and formulate my party accordingly. And also run from all of these combat encounters because I don't have time to deal with you. Alright, so what we know so far. The enemy is weak to axe, blunt damage, as well as...
I will battle.
what else? Fire and holy. Axe, blunt damage, fire, and holy for skeletons. And for the main villain, it's holy, sword... what else? There's another one in there. It wasn't blunt damage. It wasn't, but holy was his only elemental weakness. Alright. Let's change party. Okay, so. Ophelia and Cirrus are must-brings because they deal AoE Holy and AoE Fire. Tressa is less useful, so Tressa's probably the only one that'll be switched out. But who for? Primrose? To enhance spellcasting? I actually don't know what Founder Badge means. How do you get a founder? You just have to be among the first people to subscribe to a channel? Seems possible. What are Alphin's skills? Let me just bring him in so that I can see what he does. I know next to nothing about Twitch. Okay, so single target ice Cure status ailments. Single target axe. Single target poison. Revive an incapacitated ally. AoE axe. I think AoE axe is probably a move that's pretty strong against them. So I might have to bring Alphen along, which means he needs a lot of grinding, because he's only level 8. Alright. I will unlock that anyways. Revive. It's probably also good, given how low on grapes I'm running. Alright. Oh, interesting. Alright, and also equipment. Stinging dagger. Okay, yes. She needs a much better sword. So, I need a shopping list, really. What level of armor should I be having as well? Physical defense. Oh, she has almost no elemental defense. That's a big negative. Alright, but everyone needs better than a buckler right now. And he has nothing to speak of. His defenses are alright. Definitely use a better hat, though. Yes, and she just has almost basic equipment. No wonder she was dying so easily. Alright, well. Let me just take a look at the world map. I wish I could see the types of equipment that was in each area. Let's see, I'm just going to fly around for a little bit. Probably not too interesting to watch, though, unfortunately. Let's just fly around a little bit. Check each of the item shops. Or weapon shops, rather. Actually, first stop. I'd like as many olives as I can carry. I'm running a bit low. Okay. But now... Weapon shop, here we are. Well, I mean, anything's better than what she has. Physical and elemental attack up. It's probably not too bad, actually. She already has the best bow she can get. Quartz rod. It's not very good, is it? Simple round shield. There's the pointed hat that I got. Ooh, bonus SP. It's a little bit better than what he has already. This is a tiny bit of elemental attack, but I doubt it was doing too much anyways. So I can get 2 circlets and give them to Cirrus and Ophelia. It's probably for the best. Linen robes and sturdy vests. Not really anything to get excited over there. Alright. I think that's still a fairly basic shop as well. I think this place had some good shops. Good armor. Oh, have I actually ever visited this armor? I don't remember it. I think I did once. Right, no need for spears. Piercing dagger. Now she has, what, the stinging dagger, which has a chance to inflict poison. The chance is so low, it's not even worth it, really. Alright. On it, take a dagger. Arcane hatchet's so weak, though. Oh. I spent all that money on those hats when Saintly Tiara was just better. Blanket. Alright, well. Time to spend even more money. Oh, and I'm meant to buy 3 of them as well. Alright, well, I can just sell things now. Got a decent amount of things to sell anyways. Oh, I just have an arcane hatchet laying around, okay. That can go to Alphen. Oh, no. Spiked Vest can go to Alphen, actually. Or no, to Aphila. She doesn't suffer any detriments from taking that. Alright. See, Spiked Vest reminds me of the Porcupine Vest from... What was it? I have the name of that game, I swear. Code Vein, that's it. Alright, well. It was a bunch of traveling and purchasing. Definitely not the way that you typically expect a stream to end, but I'm afraid I'm gonna call it there for today. I'm glad everyone showed up. Thanks you for... Was it the 2 subscriptions today? I'm fairly certain that's more than I've ever gotten in a single day before. Oh. Suppose I'll just move over to the... Oh, just a second. I'll move over to the chatting screen in a second. Because my camera is all bugged out. Alright. But I'll just talk to everyone here then, I suppose. But that is it for today. We can go find someone to raid then. Oh. That's actually a bit of a surprise. I doubt she's going to be streaming for too much longer. But GSOC was streaming before I started streaming. So yeah, she's been going for 3.5 hours already. Thank you very much. So we're going to go visit one of my oldest friends in the VTubing community. Not oldest as in age-wise, but oldest as in I've known her the longest. GSOC was one of the first people who actually started following me, so I hope you all can enjoy yourself in her streams. And I will also bring out the raid message. So, feel free to copy your relevant message, whether you are a subscriber and have access to the emotes, or wish to purchase the emote with channel points. But that is going to be it for now. Let's go visit. Alright. And that is all for me. Time to bid you all adieu.